Hey everybody, this is the second time making this video because I watched the first video I posted and I realized that I was wasted, so I didn't want to post that. I was pretty trash last night, but I woke up feeling fine. But so I've been in Wilkes County, North Carolina for over a week now, and we were supposed to be back in Florida day before yesterday. But once we got about 80 miles into our trip, we were on the outer edge of Charlotte, North Carolina, and the truck blew the fucking head gasket. It started out like, I'm hearing this tickety noise. I'm like, Pop, turn off the radio. And he's like, what? I said, just turn the radio off. And he does, and I said, you hear that? He's like, yeah, I hear that. What the fuck's going on? Then all of a sudden, check engine light starts flashing. Then the oil light comes on. Then the temperature gauge starts climbing, getting hotter and hotter. And I'm like, I told him, pull over. Just pull over. Next thing you know, smoke and steam's pouring out of the engine. Took us an hour to get a tow, which is actually the fastest it's ever been. So yeah, we had to tow it back up here. Now we're stuck. So I figured it was as good as time as any to tell this story. Last week on Sunday, yeah, I'm shivering. I'm cold. It's 40 degrees. There's frost on the ground, so it's a little bit cold. Anyways, so Sunday before last, I decided, you know what? I'm out in the middle of the woods. There's nobody. I'm going to drop some acid. So I got 2 tabs. I brought them down with me. I took them and I go into the woods. And I wandered the woods for like 5 or 6 hours. And then I was walking the trail and I saw this rock formation. I'm like, I got to get a picture of this. And I got to look at this thing. It's gorgeous. In fact, it's the previous one on my Instagram feed. And so instead of following the trail and trying to find it that way, I made a beeline straight down this embankment, shuffling my feet to get down there. And so I wander around there. I then found this little tiny stream, and I took a drink out of it because the water that flows down into these creeks you can drink out of. They're perfectly clean. They taste just like the water that comes out the tap. This is the same river that feeds the water supply for Winston-Salem, the closest major city. So yeah, you can drink right out of it. And I made this little game of finding all these little tributaries, hunting them down and following them upstream. And then I collected a couple of rocks. They were real beautiful. And then I went back down to the creek bed near the rock formation, and I saw this abandoned hornet's nest in the tree. So I was taking little rocks, and I was trying to hit it, trying to snap the dead, because it was on a dead tree or a dying branch. And I tried to knock it out of the tree, but it kept missing. And I was like, fuck it. And then I just paused for a second. I looked around, and I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Where am I? I wasn't quite sure where I was, and I opened my phone up to check to see if I can, I've got no GPS. I don't even have a phone signal, so I couldn't even call. I don't even think I could call 911, say help, I'm lost out here, someone find me. So I'm like, okay, I gotta find the trail, and I'm pacing back and forth along this 100-yard stretch, trying to find the trail again, and I cannot see it because they haven't been kept up with. They haven't been trimmed in years. So I'm freaking out. I'm scared. I'm fucking scared because, I'm out in the middle of the woods. They've got mountain lions and bears and shit out here, and I've got nothing but bottles of water in my backpack. So what I did is I ended up with my fail-safe, which was to climb up a 50 to 60 degree embankment, and I had to use tree trunks and to grab at of the little saplings and small young trees to pull myself up and, you know, hunt for rocks and roots for my footing. And it felt like forever, but yeah, I had to basically climb straight up a 1/4 mile. And then when I finally saw the tailgate of my truck, I was like, thank God. And I just dumped a bottle of water in my face. I didn't care how cold it was outside. I just had to jolt myself out of it, because I was like, the adrenaline was pumping. I was scared. I thought I was fucking lost, but I made it. I didn't become a casualty. So yeah, that's my story.